What's going on, people? It's the Ps4Pro, and I got a question, guys. What the happened yesterday? Oh my goodness. Yo, I swear, Twitter is on the verge of meltdown ever since the Sony meeting yesterday. It's been absolutely insane. Before I really get into all this, I do have to say, yo, big shout out to everybody who came out to check out the live stream, the live reaction Sony meeting that we did yesterday on my channel. We had well over 100 people watching. It was absolutely incredible. You guys supporting the channel, supporting next podcast, and everybody involved with me. You guys are absolutely incredible. I don't even know how many adjectives I can give you guys, but it was absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for coming out, and hopefully we'll see all you guys on the next podcast this Saturday. But as for today, I want to talk about the competition for the Xbox One S. And yes, I said for the Xbox One S. It's funny, before Sony announced the PlayStation Pro, there was a bunch of people on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. They were constantly comparing what was then called the Neo to the Scorpio. And for months now, I've been trying to tell people, with, the specs that have been leaked and everything like that, the Neo, or now the Pro, right? The Pro is actually more comparable to the One S. I was like, you guys are barking up the wrong tree. You're trying to start a fight, a losing battle, when you try to compare the PlayStation Pro with the Scorpio. They didn't want to hear it, right? But then yesterday it got announced. And basically, this guy Cerny over here, which sounded like a psychopathic kindergarten teacher when he was talking about upscaling. The whole time he was talking about 4K, he was talking about upscaling. He did not say upscaling, all right? Because he knows that is a bad word. Because when Sony came out at the beginning of this generation, they were talking 1080p and native and all that good stuff. So if they came out with this new hardware and started, saying the word upscaling, they figured it would have been a negative for them. And the conference or the meeting was still a negative anyway, but they would not use the word upscaling. But guys, I'll let you know it's upscaling. Just like the One S, but at least with the One S, they say upscaling. It's exactly what it is. PlayStation, they're calling it what? Custom 4K? Yeah. Anytime you gotta customize something, it's not native, alright? I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. But my whole thing is, when it comes to, I guess you could say, rival pieces of plastic, people always want to have, competition of one or the other. The One S and the Pro are their competition. All right, they stack up with the features. They're almost identical, except for the fact that the One S has the Ultra Blu-ray player, whereas the Pro has a slightly better GPU. Now, the reason why the Pro has a better GPU is to help with PlayStation VR. They even stated it in the specs, and Sony executives has come out and said that, the GPU will help with the PlayStation VR. That's why they put it in there. Everything else, the streaming 4K TV shows, Netflix and movies and stuff like that, the upscaling to 4K games, that's what it is. It's funny. I see Crap Gamer, shout out to Crap Gamer. I see Crap Gamer out on Twitter, and people are trying to hammer him. Well, they didn't say upscale. It's native 4K gaming with the PlayStation Pro. And it's like, no, it's not, guys. If you ever do any kind of research into this stuff, you'll see that the things that Cerny was talking about were upscaling methods. All right? I don't know. I guess I'm trying to drill that common sense into people. Sometimes, it's a lost cause. You're not going to be able to do it. People just won't hear that common sense. But guys, I hope you're happy. You have your PlayStation Pro. You have your upscaling 4K. The thing is, guys, stop comparing it to the Scorpio. That is an incredibly bad thing to do, all right? You have your competitor, it's the Xbox One S. That is what compares to the Pro. And you know, it's funny because with the One S, you get pretty much every single feature that the PlayStation Pro has, plus you get an Ultra Blu-ray player, plus it's cheaper. Incredible. I don't know, guys. And the funny thing is, now it seems to be that shoe, that resolution shoe is on the other foot. And I'm not going to push that agenda. I'm not going to push it in their faces and stuff like that. But I remember back in this, beginning of this generation, when games on the Xbox One were 900p native, and of course upscaled to 1080p, these Sony guys, these Sony extremists, these ponies, busting out of the stables saying that, oh, you can see the difference between 900p and 1080p, even though the 900 was upscaled. What are you guys going to do now? Even if your game is 1440 native and upscaled to 4K, it's still upscaled. You guys have said numerous amounts of times, all right, it's about the native resolution. Now your brand new shiny console, if you want to call it shiny, doesn't do that native resolution. And next year, the new Xbox will do that native resolution. So are you guys going to flip-flop? Are you guys going to go out and buy a Microsoft product now? It'll be very interesting to see. But like I said, guys, stop comparing the PlayStation Pro to the Scorpio. That is a losing battle that you guys do not want to get into. I don't know, but this is my video for today. Guys, as usual, if you like the topics, you like the gameplay, definitely hit that thumbs up button for me. If you're new to one of my videos, you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. I do have a bunch of content that comes out on a weekly basis. It's just like gaming news, my thoughts. Yesterday we did the live reaction to the Sony meeting. And of course, every Saturday is the next podcast. Every Saturday at 6 p.m. But like I always say, guys, this is the Ps4Pro, and I am definitely signing off.